Hey, I'm Brad Martin from Marion, South Carolina. Come up here to Kansas with Hickory Creek Outfitters, and the only deer I had on the wall before this was a 118, and now this deer I took him yesterday about 130, and deer scored roughly around 184. Thanks to the guys at Hickory Creek Outfitters, Jeff and Wes. Man, it's like a hunt of a dream, hunt of a lifetime. So he nicknamed him Stonewall, and he was taking over near the Rock Rim up here in Kansas, and that day I saw 3 bucks. The first buck was about a 120, maybe 130 class buck, which was the biggest buck I've ever seen. Let him go because I was wanting, Jeff's expectations. Later on that day I had a tight 6, probably 4-inch base on him, real tight, nice 6-point. And later about 130 I used a Primos Truth can, hit the can 3 times. 5 minutes later, this big buck come off my left-hand side, threw up the nocks, and immediately I saw the drop tines, and I took him about 70 yards, and after the shot, he went about 15, 20 yards and fell. Thank you, God. The previous night before the hunt, I was in a camp with 4 or 5 other hunters, and they were a lot more experienced than I am, and I'd only had a 118 on the wall and had to listen to measuring, racks and sheds all night long. And finally, next morning, Wes took me out first and said, "Hey, man," he said, "just I want you to listen to me today." He said, "I want you to sit all day." And I was kind of worried. I said, "Wes, I'm from South Carolina. I'm not used to seeing bucks the kind of calipers y'all have." And he said, "Well, Brad, you'll know. When you see the buck, you'll know." And sure enough, around 1:30, after being patient and listening to Wes, this bad boy come along, and the rest is history. Thank you, Wes.
Glad it worked for you.
Thanks, buddy.